Daytime Tri-Cities is sponsored by travel expert Kathy Kennedy. Travel expert Kathy Kennedy is constantly looking to help you book the trip of your dreams. And with the help of her good friends at Viking, that next travel adventure is just a phone call away. And here to share with us more about Viking travel and an upcoming town hall meeting is Kathy Kennedy. How you doing?
I am
You've been traveling
great.
the world. I mean,
you know what? This year has been fun.
Yeah.
I mean, between safaris in Africa and then Egypt, and yeah, my next adventure is Iceland. So we're headed there in July. Yes.
I've talked to a couple people who've been to Iceland. So much fun. I hope you're looking forward to it.
I'm taking 40 of my best friends
Just
with
40
me.
Of them.
Just 40 of them. I can't wait. We're going to have a party. And we're going to have a party before we go.
Right, and that's the town hall I just mentioned.
Exactly.
Tell us all about it.
I'm calling it a town hall. It's a little different than the Viking events, you know, the wine and cheese that we've done. Of course, there'll be some wine, there'll be some cheese, there'll be refreshments. We're going to have it down at the Food City on State of Franklin.
Right, in the meeting room. Where
Yes,
we have our
in the
live
meeting room.
shows.
So we have a little bit more room that we can bring more people in. But guys, this is different. If you look at, you know, Viking has river, they have ocean, they've got expedition, and they also have the Mississippi. So this is going to be an opportunity to learn more about expedition, the Mississippi, ocean if you've not been on it, because a lot of people have done the river, but we're still going to touch on river,
right?
Because people are still wanting to know.
Because it's very popular.
Yes, it's extremely popular. And Brett, I've got two Viking reps with me. I'm going to have one on each corner here. Brett is coming because he has actually worked on the ships.
Right.
So he can kind of give us that insight. In fact, I want to know what the secret is. It's like every time you get off one, you go to the next one. The service is just incredible. So I kind of want to know what their secret sauce is. But I think he's going to give us some insights in on that. So this is really more, of course, if you're brand new to Viking and you've got the brochures, and we're going to answer the questions the brochures do not cover.
Right.
But let's say you've done a river or you've done an ocean and you're just curious about expedition, or you're curious about what the Mississippi is like. We're going to kind of take all that in. And I'm really encouraging people to bring their questions. You know, I want to do a true one-on-one, you know, with the questions and answers, because I know when this person asked a question, this person didn't think but wanted to know the answer as well. So it really is a good exchange of knowledge.
And we're talking about some exotic places too for these trips. And it starts with Austria. I mean, you're going to Austria, Norway, Antarctica. I mean, some places that we normally don't talk about.
Well, you know, the one thing that Viking is going to cover, they do sail the world, and they have some of the most amazing locations. And they will give you a map, and we're going to show you where you can go. And more importantly, I'm glad you brought it up. Obviously, I'm going to have my groups.
Yes.
I have got some amazing groups. Like I said, it's, you know, Iceland is sold out. And that's what I talked to a client last night. Her biggest issue is for 2025, Viking made the announcement they're 92% sold out in river and ocean for 2025. I found them something, but it was hard. But just to know that you can get into 2026, now into 2027, there's their beautiful ocean ship. And of course, Antarctica. Yes, I want to go meet that guy. I really do love that picture, and be able to sail down to Antarctica. And I'm really wanting to learn more about that too.
Right.
So it's going to be a good exchange of knowledge for both. Of course, you know, Viking, keep in mind, you know, sometimes it's a little bit of a sticker shock, but, you know, you've got Wi-Fi's included, your transfers are included, beer and wine at lunch and dinner with sodas. Right. It's amazing air deals right now. So there's just so much included, and that, like I said, we can kind of answer your questions about that.
And if you're getting prepared now for like next year or the year after, be able to save up and be able to handle that, handle the cost.
Well, to your point, you know, 95 is 92% sold out.
So you may have to wait.
Exactly. So we want to, and the earlier you booked, and I'll explain this at the meeting, but the earlier you book, the better the deal you're going to get. Not to mention, he still has a choice sale out there. The choice sale is you can get up to $1,000 in shipboard credit, or you can get prepaid gratuities and a beverage package. Now, if you're on a 15-day voyage,
Right.
that beverage package and that prepaid gratuity, that's almost a $1,400 value.
That's incredible.
That's been given. So
Right.
yeah, we'll go through all that good stuff plus some extra special, but it's an RSVP, guys.
Right.
So we got a bigger room, but
there's limited
yeah,
seating.
yeah,
Yes.
I got to give them a count as to how many's coming. So I hope we fill it up.
All right, let's give everybody this information, folks. It's coming up. This travel town hall. We got if you want to find out more, the easiest way: pick up the phone and call that number right there, 423-323-1344. Check out those websites, those email addresses we have right there. You can find Kathy on Facebook and Instagram as well. There are numerous ways that you can get a hold of travel expert Kathy Kennedy to find out more about this Viking town hall that she is having. And after the break,